We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
This is Sparta!
Fatality.
Feel like I'm coming down with something. I don't know what it is. Down. I'm coming down with something. This is UFO Buster Radio. I am Manny, your host. The final days of the UFO Buster Radio podcast. Some of you will be damn proud that it's coming to an end, but phooey on you, because it's just going to evolve. That's all it's going to do. So, don't be too happy with yourself. Don't be so proud. That's all I had to say. Episode over. Anyway, this is the space news episode of UFO Buster Radio. And, man, there's a lot of space news out there. As a matter of fact, there's an article that I completely skipped today because I'm fucking tired of it. It is the, apparently, I don't know which one of these fucking space telescopes, whatever, found a solar system that is very similar to what science is grappling with right now in our own solar system about this whole Planet X. According to this article, this is a perfect model for what might be happening here in our solar system with this hidden planet that no one can fucking find. Oh yeah, but you fuckers found a planet billions of light years away, but the shit in your own neighborhood, you can't figure that shit out. How the fuck does that work? Am I the only one that's asking those questions? Does that make any fucking sense? They found one billions of light years away, a fucking rogue-ass planet in the middle of nowhere, and there goes Bugs opening the damn door. Welcome, Bugs. Sorry, I didn't send you an invitation. And, but yet the one that's here in our own solar system, they can't figure that shit out. Nobody knows where the fuck it is. It's bananas. That's why I didn't cover it, because I was going to get all worked up just like this. Hopefully I got that out of my system. I think I did. Got a little bit of the coconut rum here just to, help pass the time with you guys today. The podcast is live 2 hours early today because I got shit to do late at night, because that's when the freaks come out. Late at night. The last issue that I wanted to mention is I got maybe 2-3 episodes ago. Bugs, you mind? Yo, I'm on the podcast right now. He gives no fucks. Apparently, one of the episodes had a shitload of commercials in it. Honestly, I don't even know when these commercials come on anymore. The thing plays on, it does it by itself now. It just automatically just puts them in. Listen, and I've said this before, somebody's got to pay for the damn hosting. The one thing I don't do is ask people for money. I just need to borrow your ear. That's it. A minute, 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes max of commercials. It's all that's needed to keep the podcast going. So come on, cut the guy some slack. It's only a few commercials. It's okay. You'll survive. I'm pretty sure of it. But if you didn't, sorry to see you go. But, hey, listen, this hosting stuff and promoting the podcast and all that kind of stuff, it costs money. And, I'm not the type of guy to ask people for money. I mean, if you can contribute by just listening, fantastic. I'm all good with that. I'm sure you are as well. It's COVID-19 pandemic. Shittergate. People are strapped. So this is the best way to do it. Know what I'm saying? All right, we got 4 stories for today that we are going to talk about. And one of them is actually a throwback to 2018. One that I found really fascinating back then. But even now, it takes a whole new level of fascination for me. And I'll explain why. But that'll be the last ones that we're going to cover for today. But stay tuned for that. So let's play the first track so that we can get this puppy going already.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You wanna be with me. You wanna feel, feels unreal, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. 'Cause I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much, and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me, 'cause I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 I don't give a damn.
It turns out that Big O may be coming back for the first few episodes of the Tempest universe. Big O's up there in the Dakotas somewhere. I keep on forgetting. I don't understand why the fuck they got 2 states that have a partially share the same name. Like North Carolina, South Carolina. Who gives any fucks? Just pick one and get a different name. It's not that hard, guys. Really? And then South Dakota, North Dakota. Just make it one fucking state. Just call it the damn Dakota. I mean, it drives me insane. Anyway, so, he's up there in the Dakotas somewhere, driving that truck, getting that money, cha-ching. So I talked to him today, and he's well aware, believe it or not. It's a strange thing that Big O actually knows that there's going to be a new podcast, and UFO Buster Radio is leaving. For those of you who've been around forever, you know that Big O actually started UFO Buster Radio with me back in the day, and then, he had to go get a job. See, this is why ads are important. And so there were no fucking ads back then. So now he's throwing the hat in to the Tempest universe to, come in for the first few episodes just to talk shit and introduce the madness that will be the new podcast. And it's not going to be, in many respects, it will not be like more subtle. It won't be, I'm not going to hold back. It's just going to be a little bit extra weirder topics in some of the episode because why the fuck not? That's the way the world is. Totally. Like, you must believe me on this. And in case you guys don't hear it already, Bugs is already snoring. Like, he just fucking walked in and he's out. Knocked the hell out. We saw that momentous occasion when SN8 took off, did a beautiful belly flop. Like the damn thing. Like, you haven't seen that shit before, especially not at this size of a rocket. The damn thing just took off, moved over the target area in the sky, and then did the old belly flop down. And it was amazing. And then right before it did the plunge of death, it straightened out. And then it tried to slow down, but something happened. It was coming in too fast. And kaplooey. That's it. It was done for. But it is good to note that Elon only gave it 33% chance of survival. The damn thing wasn't supposed to even make it that far. You guys, you saw the images of where the drop-off zone was going to be in the Gulf of Mexico if things went wrong. But things really went really right. But then the next day came the news that SN9, the next serial number in the Starship saga, fell over. How the fuck do you... How does that happen? How do you freaking let a 155,000 pound rocket, Silver Phallus, just fall over? Who the hell wasn't watching this? Somebody wasn't paying attention. Hold on one second. My throat is so dry. Gotta love the rum. Yeah, so the thing just falls over. Now, they're saying that it fell over about 10 degrees. It's upright now. Now, the funny thing is, too, is that the executives from SpaceX and Elon were actually taking pictures in front of SN9 before it happened. It was the day before. It was probably the launch day. They went out there, a little presser, taking selfies and shit like that, hugging each other, feeling each other up. But they were out there, checking it out. And then the next day, the ship flops over. Now, it's in the high bay, and the high bay is where they stack these things up. And it was just sitting there. We saw a lot of pictures of SN9 coming up to the launch of SN8, and it had this strange, blue hue at the tip. Like it really needed to blow or something. And it was waiting for its moment. And then it falls over. So the damage report right now is that it's not so bad. It got a bit of a bump, right? You could expect that from something that weighs about 70 metric tons for you draconians, or 155,000 pounds. Shit goes over, even a degree, something's going to get damaged. Let's be honest. What got damaged is the fore and aft starboard flaps. So those flaps that the Starship uses to pretty much guide its way down and, its movement in the air. Those got crumpled, pretty much. They don't look the same. So now the question is, if you are Elon Musk and Elon Musk and SpaceX, and probably SN9, it's scared shitless after what SN8 went through. But if you are Elon Musk, do you repair SN9? They're a little bit behind schedule now, because the thing about SpaceX right now is they talk a lot of shit. Like, they're ready to go. Go, go, go. You guys are going to be amazed. You guys are going to see this. The fucking thing happens like a month later. That they keep scheduling, stopping. Like, people have made a living right now. They're making a living out of sitting around watching the Starship testing. Like, there's YouTube channels dedicated that bring in thousands upon thousands of dollars from people who contribute live. And they make more money, actually, if nothing happens with the Starship. Because people just sit around throwing money at them. And then, don't get me wrong, they've come a long way, many of them, from when they first started, because they're taking that money and they're putting it into technology. Like, seriously. But that's how bad it is. Like, if you procrastinate so much, if you're so damn careful about your equipment not being damaged, that people are making money off of the fact that you're scared, that's an issue. That is. You got to get it together. So the question is, will SN9 be repaired, or will they bring out SN10? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're right now up to SN13 as far as stacking these starships. And I want to say that either SN10 or S11 is actually, SN11 is a lot bigger than what we have, a lot taller. On top of that, they also have BR1. I think it's either BR1 or BN1, which is the first booster rocket for the Starship. Tall ass piece of machinery. Scary as fuck if you are if you're living in Boca Chica. Because if that bitch crashes, you're in trouble. But that's basically what's going to get us to suborbital flight and some real serious belly flopping, and hopefully not dumping it into the drink, as they say, the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what we're waiting for, to find out from good old Elon Musk and the gang, whether it'll be SN9 or SN10 that will be, getting ready to take off next. So initially, SN9 was supposed to be rolled out this week to the launch pad to get ready for the next launch, but doesn't look very likely. We'll see what happens. There's a little bit more to the story. You got to look at the link in the description, because there's a lot of great pictures in there of SN9 before and after the incident. And here's the funny thing. There is a picture in there from one of the executives that was standing in front of SN9 before the toppling over of the Silver Phallus. And there is an area that's been circled, because it appears that the launch pad or the holding pad, where the fuck it was sitting on, the rocket stand, it appears there's a bit of a crack in it. Strange thing. Nobody caught that, but there it is. Now we know what the hell happened. Time for the next song, but check out the link for the great pictures that all these almost victims posted.
A sunny day, right there you took my breath away. Young and pretty, was it just a dream? The next day you called me up, you told me I'm your little buttercup. You came over and you fell into my arms. Well, I know what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I'm going crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair and your beautiful smile. Your sense of humor makes it all worthwhile. Don't make me wait, it's not a funny game. You know just what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh,
ladies from Old Pop Repeat are live right now in the chat with the rest of the Asgardians. Welcome to the show, ladies. And the question was, when is Chris coming back? For those of you who don't know, Chris, the psychic from San Antonio, is a frequent flyer in the Dark Horde podcast. And actually, we had him on YouTube not too long ago. Chris is always willing and able to get on the podcast to predict your future. It's just a lot of people are intimidated by Chris. And it's really, really, really weird because Chris is so mild-mannered. He really is. But the stuff that he says, some people get affected by it. Others don't, I don't know. This psychic thing is it's like Russian roulette sometimes. But there have been people who have come back, months later and saying, oh, you remember when Chris said this and that? Da-da-da? Yeah, actually, I get it now. It came through. What can you do? That's just the way it is. That's the psychic life for you. I'm glad I'm not a psychic because I'll be ruining lives every day and end up doing it for free just for fuck's sake. Well, it turns out I guess I was wrong. The zombie apocalypse did not happen in Australia yet. I still got my fingers crossed. I feel like eventually some shit's gonna go down thanks to Japan and their little Hayabusa2. There's gonna be problems. There's gonna be like kangaroos over there walking around The Walking Dead. If not, it'll happen in Japan. And it's a competition now. You got Wuhan in China dropping, COVID on us. And why not? Why not Japan now drop COVID, the space edition, on everyone? On December 5th, we know that the capsule from Hayabusa2 landed in Woomera, prohibited area in Australia. We'll have to ask Dave if he's ever been there. And if he goes, it'll probably come back as a zombie anyway. The scientists from Japan, or JAXA, the Aerospace Exploration Agency, were actually there to pick up their shit that they dropped on Australia. So the story goes that they got the sample back and they finally opened it. If you look at the logo, the picture for this particular episode that you clicked on, that is the inside of one of the chambers that contains some of the sample. That's it. That's what they spent billions of fucking dollars for to get. Space crap. That's it right there in front of you. Take a close look at it. Paul, you can actually pause the podcast for a while if you want to look at it, kind of blow it up. Look at it. It looks like rabbit turds. Or if you're partial to gerbils, that's good. Well, anyway, they pretty much confirmed that the black grains that are from Ryugu, sorry, I went all Street Fighter again. I just can't do these names. I'm being honest with you. I really am. It's a problem. These are samples from Ryugu, and on top of that, they say that on the outside of the main chambers, they more than likely have particles attached that came from the sample entrance. And it was a really good mission. Let's be honest. It was fantastic. It was an amazing feat that Japan right now is ahead of China in returning these, space rocks to our planet. For fuck's sake, I really hope that they're careful about it. Now, JAXA still hasn't announced when they're going to begin analyzing the asteroid bits. Are you fucking serious? There isn't one damn scientist attached to this that has slept not one damn second at JAXA looking at this dirt. There wouldn't be a reason to. If you put billions of dollars into getting dirt from millions of miles away, when the shit gets delivered, it's like fucking Uber. You order Uber, you're not going to wait till your food gets cold to then decide you're going to eat it. No, you're going to take your hungry ass out there, meet the Uber guy. You're going to say, fuck 6 feet of distancing, fuck COVID-19, fuck Chittergate, I want my food now. These guys are not sitting around waiting for someone to give them the okay to go in there and get to these samples. They're testing that shit. They don't want people to know. They really don't. But it's okay. They're allowed to their secrets. That's the way it should be. there was a JAXA tweet, which is actually where this image came from. It says a large number of the particles are confirmed to be from sample chamber A inside the collected capsule. This is thought to be a sample from the first touchdown of Ryugu, and the photo, apparently the space dookie looks brown, but it's not. It's actually black according to them. And of course, the sample return was a success. So here's a star we got to keep an eye on, right? What did they get from Ryugu? I mean, it took fucking long enough for it to get here, so at least let us know what the hell is in it. So some of the things they're looking for is basically the formation of the solar system. I can't. I don't understand why. Why do we need to know? Why do we need to know how the solar system was formed? Nobody gives any fucks. Are we going to go and create another solar system? That's what I want to know. Is that what we're aiming for here? Is that the God complex we got going? It is what it is. We'll have to keep an eye on this to see what these samples get to. There was also one article from a statement from JAXA at one point that said that some of the things that we'll be looking for is organic material, molecules or whatever, or chemicals within the dirt. I have a feeling, and I've said this before in a podcast, that one of these guys, either China or Japan or somebody else, did I just sound like Trump just now? I said China? China or Japan is going to get these samples, and it really could be China, to be honest. They're going to get these samples back, and they will find organic material or chemicals in it, organic molecules, organic chains of all kinds of shit thrown together. Because why not? That is the path that things are going. We're going to continue to grab shit from outer space, and one of those things is going to show us that there's organic molecules. They might find a single cell amoeba, though I don't think anybody's looking for that shit in space. And it makes no sense why you wouldn't. But there it is. Keep an eye on this. I'm sure we'll get more pictures of the hamster dirt from Ryugu, not Ryu. And I'm sure that when the announcement comes out of this, no matter what it is, it'll be significant. But for fuck's sake, don't blame the creation of the solar system. No one gives two fucks about that. Just give us the real deal. Is there the potential of life in a wayward comet? That's all I want to know.
I've been wandering down the same road back into town.
I had to mute for a second there because Bug's snoring was just out of control. Virgin Galactic traces SpaceShipTwo launch abort to bad computer connection. Now, again, here's another situation we talked about last month. How the glory days of Virgin Galactic, how excited people were about what they were offering. And for fuck's sake, they can't get this thing to launch right. It's just one problem after the next. But it's everywhere, right? I mean, SN8 had the same problem. One of the Raptor engines shut the whole damn thing down. Stopped the countdown at a second to go. That would have been a fucker, wouldn't it? That thing would have taken off with like only 2 Raptor engines burning. That would have been the abort mission. That would have killed a whole lot of people down in Boca Chica and the neighboring area, because it would have been filled with fuel at that point. But anyway, there was a bad connection that stopped the attempt for good old SpaceShipTwo to reach suborbital space. Now, this is not one of the ventures that I'm really excited about. I got to be honest about that. You know, just to go up to suborbital space, hang out for like a minute or two and come back down, for fuck's sake, nobody cares about that. Like, why would you get on a ship like that when you can get on a hot air balloon down in Florida and reach suborbital space that way? Hey, hell, I think they're even going to feed people up there when they get to suborbital space and that Florida balloon takes off. But still, they're making their attempt. And the weird thing about this is that the damn thing's already in the air, right? Because it's attached. It's attached to an airplane that drops the thing off and says, go. Bye-bye. Go. And it didn't go. They couldn't do it. It was up at about 50,000 feet for you draconians, 15,000 meters. And then all of a sudden, the onboard rocket motor didn't light up properly. And so these fantastic systems that these things have built in, let's be honest, these guys have some serious checkpoints, check and balances. No one's fucking up this thing. And so basically, it turns out that there was a bad connection somewhere, so the engine shut off. We're just going to glide our asses right the hell back down to home base, and we'll talk about this later. We'll figure this out some other time. According to Virgin Galactic, the onboard computer that monitors the propulsion system lost connection, so a failsafe went off. Basically, it said, well, we're not going to go anywhere. Shit's fucked up. Just not worry about it. We'll pick this up again in 2021. The funny thing is that, people are getting a little bit scared about their investment when it comes to Virgin Galactic. And I believe that they were saying there was a 16% drop in, thanks, Bugs, in the stock price because people are freaking out. It's a fire sale now. Sadly to say, I mean, they really got to get this shit going, to be honest. 2021, it's around the corner. So, get the shit ready. Make sure that all that duct tape is holding on to those wires. And if some fucker use bubble gum, fire them. Duct tape only. If you're fancy, you can solder it on, but duct tape works wonders. We all know that. So, right now, according to what I'm looking at, there really isn't a scheduled time, well, as far as when this article was released, for when the next attempt will be. And honestly, I wouldn't expect it to the middle of next year, because it was early 2021 during the first quarter that Branson himself was going to get into a suborbital launch of SpaceShipTwo, but now that's being pushed back because we didn't even get this test flight done. So there you go. That's what the space race is all about, man. Lots of fucking checks and balances, fail-safe triggers, and a lot of empty promises. Listen, space, it's a motherfucker. Let's be honest. Space is hard. And we're going from a period where people just weren't doing space. Like the big thing was going to the space station. Fucking tin can in the sky. We're done with that. We're looking for advancements. We're looking to move forward. So your grandchildren, I'm not talking about killing kids. Your grandchildren and their children, your great-grandchildren and so forth, are going to spend some time in space. They're going to be space cadets. And in a good sense, not the sense that people use it for other reasons, but no. So we'll see. We'll see if next year for 2021, we can save the stock price for Virgin Galactic and at the same time get the damn thing up in the air, suborbital, where it should be. Because I would hate for Branson to get on one of these things and the damn failsafe go off again and he has to glide his billionaire ass right back down to home base just to say, maybe next time. That'd be sad. One more article. This one, again, coming out of 2018. I don't really think that I covered this, but that's a long fucking time ago. I've been through Shittergate since then, so I can't remember very much. But it's fascinating that the topic of this article is missing an important player in this this type of venture, space venture, should I say.
I'm sturdy like a Millie Rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knockers. Money in my pocket. Don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah, I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the noggin. Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket. I get paid and do my dance like a touchdown. Yeah, I can't do no time, don't leave that gun around. In my teens, we were acting up and running around. Now we're grown, still get to it if it's necessary. On the ground from January to January. Never met nobody who retired when they were young. So I guess I gotta get it to the cemetery. Getting paid just for rapping is fun. I lit up around the month of February. Told him side, no electric. It's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told him slide, no electric. Yeah. It's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777. Couple of money in my head just to say they did it. Can't lie, I'm so paranoid and the windows tinted. I own everything around me, you can say it's rented. Not talking phone numbers when I'm talking 7 digits. Earn it by the day, every second minute. Used to pay me none, look, now they pay attention. Everybody say they drip, but I banded it. See them copy all the looks, but I stay switching. Pick up the loot, then hit the bank. Can't never change, still wrote the change. Captain say the pay, this ain't the day. They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Yeah. Tell me feeling bubbly out the rose. Took a minute, but I got it out the slow way. Friends turn to foes, haters tell them go away. Rappers making shiggy dance like a soul train. Told them slide, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told them slide, no electric. Yeah, it's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777.
Are you a future space tourist? Do you have a shitload of money laying around that it's like burning holes in your bank? If you do, back in 2018, there was an announcement about a luxury space hotel that was supposed to launch in 2021. Now, I could imagine that any venture, all the ventures that were supposed to take off in 2021 have been impacted over the last year because of the Wuhan disease. That is a true story. I mean, they all have in one way or another. But this one in particular was really fascinating. So the CEO, Frank Bunger, I don't make these names up. His name really is Frank Bunger. Frank Bunger, from the company called Orion Span, back in 2018, announced that the Aurora station was going to be launching in 2021 and accepting guests in 2022. Fascinating. It's not cheap, though. Like you have to have $80,000 for a down payment. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a 12-day stay in a luxury space hotel. Come on, what's it worth to you? $80,000 for a down payment, and the prices for the 12-day mission to space, $9.5 million. I mean, it's fantastic. And think about this. This is something fascinating. And this is where you get your bargain, right? Because you don't have to be a Ruski. You don't have to be from JAXA. You don't have to be from China or Israel or any of the spacefaring countries that have their astronauts that like sending people up there. For fuck's sake, just waste time and have spiders up there growing crazy-ass webs in a microgravity. But no. Those guys, those countries were spending $40 million each time. Now, of course, some of those guys stayed up there, 3 months, 6 months, or what have you. So maybe they did get a deal. Yeah, Mr. Bunger. But anyway, so $9.5 million is the total price for you to go up there to the Aurora station and hang out in a lavish accoutrements of low orbit space. Isn't that amazing? Wouldn't you want to do that if you had all this money just laying around? Well, a question just popped in my head because there was one guy who was touting this, who got it approved to have these nice kind of inflatable extra rooms on the International Space Station. One, Mr. Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo, or Robert Bigelow from Bigelow Aerospace. Where is Robert Bigelow? Why isn't his country, you can tell it's almost the end of the podcast because I'm just fucking up now. Why isn't his company involved in something like this? Because his money came from hotels. He did get that one module approved by NASA for use with the ISS. So where is Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo, when it comes to luxury space hotels? Ever since we heard that he was involved with many of the issues or the dark money that went into investigating UFOs and Skinwalker Ranch, Deuce Bigelow has been scarce. Maybe that's a project now. Where is he now? It's like one of those episodes where they look at missing stars. So this is a missing alien. I don't know. What would you call him? Aficionado? And the other question is he still collecting reports of UFOs from the feds? It's a lot of questions here, folks. But where is Deuce Bigelow, the Space Gigolo? Because he is missing out on a lot of cha-ching. So I did do one bit of research. I did go to the website for Orion Span to kind of find out, is Robert Bigelow involved in this in any way? Well, apparently not. I don't see anything about that, but you would think that we haven't really heard about Orion Span since 2018, because that is the first time that I came across this story, to be honest. And they're still in business. Orion Span is still selling tickets and to get on the Aurora station. They're still holding true that the launch will happen in late 2021. And the first guest will be on in 2022. As a matter of fact, if you go to the website, there are links where you can drop in your deposit. You can use Bitcoin if you want. Secured funds, and there's a whole lot of way. As a matter of fact, if you're into cryptocurrency or you own your own, they can help you out with that. This space tourism stuff is it's bananas. Completely nuts. They've even gone as far as taking the training that people would have to do to be, when you're an astronaut, that apparently is normally 24 months. It's been streamlined to 3 months. What a bargain. This is something you should all get in on. If you have at least $9.5 million. The price hasn't changed. Not one bit. They're holding true to that. And by the way, the accommodations are for 2 crew members and also 4 guests. Isn't that amazing? That's a lot of money to be stuck in one place. So hopefully this does take off. I mean, let's be honest. Any kind of space tourism, any kind of advances in space that would get the regular person, even the rich-ass fuckers, up into space is welcomed. Because it's progress for us. Okay, we're going to get to the stars one way or another. Whether it be through space tourism, commercial companies, or we just blow the damn planet to bits. It'll happen in one of those ways. Guaranteed. I thank you guys for listening. Like I said, every episode until the end of UFO Buster Radio on the 31st of December, we'll have some Christmas music on it. This one's a little different, but it is what it is. Ciao.